Tag, Village, Alchemist. I know this is not the best type of tag eco strategy ever in Battles 2, but if you guys remember back then when the strategy used to create it, like back in the longest time, like 3 years ago, like I believe in 3 years, this used to be one of the best type of eco strategy when the tag shooter, which I believe this tower, which is known as the tag shooter, was currently bugged, which basically the tag shooter directly gives +1 per Pyrrhus to defend any of the mid games, late game rounds, and definitely much more. So I was thinking about bringing the strategy out for today's video, which I know the strategy in my opinion isn't that as great of all, but we're gonna see if we do bring out this strategy for you guys, because I know this is one of the best type of OG late game strategy. Even it's not that great during against like around 30, around 39, but we're gonna still showcase the strategy to see if the strategy might still be good. So let's hop right into a ranked match. And if you guys enjoyed today's content, don't forget to hit that like button. And second of all, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button, because according to YouTube analytics, there's like a small amount percentage you guys are watching or actually subscribe. So it'll be a world to me if you guys hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it for all the kinds. Alright, here we go guys. So we're on the map up on the roof, and we're going to be using Gwendolyn, Tag, Village, and Alchemist. So for that, we're going to be starting off with Gwendolyn, which is going to be your hero. So let's go and do that right about now. And this is actually one of the longest maps that you could use it on with, along with the Tag eco strategy ever. So we're going to see if we do try to let it slide though, to try to go lagging with it. But if you guys maybe remember back then when the strategy used to be one of the decent best, well, it was back in years ago. Like Tag, Village, and Alchemist has got to be one of the best type of eco strategy, or one of the best type of strategy ever, because due to the tag shooter bug, like I think I remember back then when the tag shooter was currently bugged, like back in the Battles 2 release day. So we're gonna try to let it slide to see of how good it is along with this combo in Battles 2. Also, we don't want to leak down some lives here, so what we're going to do is we'll tower boost it, so we could try to keep the 150 light rules advantage here. But this guy right here is going to be starting off with the Darting Gunner and Snowpad, which is going to be the loadouts here. So he's going to be running with some type of interesting strategy, which I'm assuming this guy may be going for probably Darling, Village, and Ice, which is going to be my only guess here, because obviously with the Darting Gunner plus with the Village and Ice, I think this defends any of the type of late game rushes, especially whatever if you try to go late game with along with the strategy. I believe the strategy might somehow be useful, whatever if you try to get so many of the Darting Gunner spams, get up to like to the Impel, Super Brittle, etc. here. Like you can easily somehow defend like a big gigantic lead up the big fortified BT rushes on round 30 or in the higher rounds as well. But for that, we're going to see if we do try to pull this off here. And I know we have the Alchemist, which obviously the Alchemist might help out during this mid-game rounds or maybe much more, because we could try to outbuff my tag shooter. Like let's just say if I go for the tag shooter, go for the tag sprayer overdrive, we could try to outbuff it. But the problem is though, we don't have any of the significant of the count detection, unless we need to have the Village with you, because Village will allow us to give like count detection, so we could try to fit that Village just like right next to the detachers, so that way with the rare scanner, that will allow the detachers to have count detection anyways though. And he's got the Ice, so he's going Darling and Ice, which I believe the last tower has to be the Village, which is going to be my guess, because I know people decide to bring it out with along with the Darling, Ice, and Village. It's got to be the best strategy. Like I'm not gonna cap that I'm saying this, but we're gonna send a with some Goop Yellows on round 7. He's doing the same thing. And if it's getting too far, we'll activate the level 3 ability from Gwendolyn. So I don't even know if we're going to be firing or not, but we'll activate this. And I believe this guy might send me a bunch of yellows here, because I know this guy has so much money off the pocket. Because I know I need to somehow do is to go, if you upgrade to the Village, go for the radar scanner. We need to somehow do to defend it is to able to go for the Rain of Fire, or go for the tag sprayer, go for overdrives. And I think that might still somehow defend like any of the significant rushes in the game. Okay, so we're about to go for the rare scanner for the Village here, which I know obviously the rare scanner's got to be the best way to able to have the tag shooters get up to the count detection. So yeah, I'm assuming this will be the better IQ play here, so we'll go for that. Also, the Regal Blocker might help out against any of the region rushes along with the Rain of Fire. So should I try to go for the Rain of Fire right now? I think we should though. Yeah, let's go for that. And we're gonna go for another tag shooter, which I believe we're gonna go if you upgrade to the bomb path, go for the overdrive, which obviously the overdrive might clean up everything. If not, we might go for 2 tag spirits to help out against that. But he's got Village. Okay, so he's going Darling, Village, and Eyes. I literally called it earlier ago. Like, he's going for the best type of eco strategy ever. But for that being said, we are about to go for the upgrade to the Berserker Brew. Also, we'll send it with some Space Rainbows on round 12, because I need much eco progression. So once we do go for the Berserker Brew, then I believe we are going to be chilling against that, though. Is going for the ice charge, which I believe is going to be fine here against any of the space combo rushes. Now, here's the main issue about late game. I don't really think you can summon defensive with along with the fortified BT counter rushes. If you do have a lot of time, protectors go for the overdrive spams, get up to the perm boo, especially with the home of defense. I don't even know how exactly this is going to work out. Or maybe we could try to activate all the abilities, which obviously all the abilities with the home of defense, plus we need to go for the total transformation, which total transformation might help out a lot against any of the deities inside. But I think for that, we're going to go for a couple more of the Monkey Comedy spans, which I know Monkey Comedy will allow us to give much money potential. Also, purple's going to be the big issue, chat. Oh, we could try to go for the Alchemist, like, all the way at the back, which I was thinking about going for the Alchemist, go for the upgrade to the Rubble of Gold, which Rubble of Gold will make you so much extra per cash per money. So obviously, by going Epic Laking with using the good old type of combination, like, let's just say if you go for the Rubble of Gold spam, you could try to make so much money by getting a lot of time per Rubble of Gold, and that way you can see someone make much money faster along with these combos and battles too. So for that, I think we are definitely going to try to go for the upgrade to the Rubble of Gold. So can we get that up right now? Yup, there we go. And surely we're going to get so much money per the Rubble of Gold, so that way this will help out a bit. So we'll have this here, and this will be another one for the Rubble of Gold. And I'm not sure if this guy will send me with some fortified mobs here, or fortified ZOMGs, BFBs, etc. Then I think we do want to somehow defend that is to fortify all louds. Is to somehow go for the upgrade to the overdrives, get up to the outbuff for the alchemist for the stronger stem, I believe. Yeah, it's called the name of the stronger stem. And we might able to somehow defend like a big type of rushes in the game. And it's about to be round 20 very, very soon. Yup, round 20 is right about here, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll have this primary training, because I know primary training plus with the Thatcher with the primary buff, this will allow us to give like a better extra range along with the primary mentoring or the expertise, I believe. Now, he's got up to the Monkey Obelisk very, very early, so I'm assuming this guy didn't want to somehow sacrifice all the villages. So I do want to somehow do... Oh, I didn't see this guy send me a fortified BFBs. Okay, so what are we supposed to do against that rush, though? So we try to go for another overdrives. I think we should try to, chat. So I know, obviously, the overdrives might not be pretty easy to be able to handle against that. Okay, stop being for a second. Does that mean this guy might send me a ZOMG? He is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what do we have to do against that rush here? So I think I'm gonna stop like around at... Maybe we'll try to defend it along with the tax zone, because tax zone is really expensive to get, and I need to make sure that we have to somehow do is to go for a shared defense here without even choking games left to right. So let's try to sell you, and we could try to somehow go for it is to go for the tax zone. Super Mail, just to be safe. I mean, I could try to go for 2 Maelstrons. But I think with along with Super Mail might help out a bit against any of the ceramics. But we'll go for the upgrade to the tax zone, guys. And this will be the upgrade to the primary mentoring. And I know for the later game rounds, though, we're going to try to somehow do is to still go for the upgrade to the Perm Brew. Which obviously the Perm Brew might clean up everything. Especially with... Oh, shoot. I didn't see the Thai ceramics. Oh my god, that almost choked my game so hard, man. Use that clockwise, and this should defend it, right? Yes, sir. Holy freaking cow, chat. I almost choked that game because I did not see the Thai ceramics. I think he sent me with some Thai region ceramic rushes, which I didn't realize he did send me one. Oh my goodness. That almost caused me to lose the game here. Like, if I lose, guys, that will be so freaking disappointed of how the game really is. But for that, we're about to go for the Perma Brew very, very soon in the next couple of rounds. But we have to be really careful against any of the DT rushes. So we're going to try to get the upgrade to the Transforming Tonics. So once we do get rushed with some fortified DETs or anything else, then we'll have this sub so we don't want to somehow end up dying to any of the DET counters. But I'm assuming this guy's going to try to send me, like, maybe 1 or 2 sets of DETs. So we'll have this up to attackers, go for a couple more overdrives. I'm hoping for the best here. We are definitely going to try to somehow get the dub here by going for the Bear Shred defense here. Also, we need to get up to the inferno range very, very soon. So we'll activate the Transforming Tonic ability because he sent me with some DETs. Alright, that was a big smart DET rush this guy did. But like I said, this guy might send me with some round 28 with some DETs here. So whatever, if we are ready to get rushed with some Fortify or the Fortified DETs, that we have to be really extremely careful not to somehow end up dying to that. We'll go for another village, like go for the upgrade to the MIB. Does it affect it? It does. Okay. So in case of this guy sent me with some all-out fortified DETs, we'll try to defend that for sure. Now, as for this guy, he's going for the impel for the ice tower. He's got up to the... He didn't go for the fidgets for the Darn Gunner, which is surprising. And I know round 30 is going to be a pretty big issue here. So let's see if... We'll try to make sure we have to have everything set up. And I still don't have the upgrade to the Infernal Ring yet, but we might be able to get that up in the next one, which is around 31. And he might send me a fortified BADs, right? Fortified BADs? Yup. Fortified BADs. What I said earlier, he is literally sending me a big fortified BADs. Alright, so we'll go for the Infernal Ring right about now. He sent me with some tight rushes behind. Okay. Let's try to go for the primary SATs. And we need to go for the homeland defense like ASAP. I mean, we're not gonna have enough money to go for the homeland just yet. But we're gonna still let aside of the sea if we do try to defend that rush in battles too. So we'll have the super mail ready. And I do not know if I'll activate every of the abilities per once. But I don't think we're not going to use every of the abilities. So I'm gonna try to time this. Don't worry, man. We're gonna try to time this though. I don't have the upgrade yet to the homeland defense, but I need to get that up like right about now. Looks like we're kind of at the dollar short up, but I think we are definitely going to try to afford it, because I know our goal is to try to showcase of how good it is with, along with the tag Outgen Village is going to be. And this shreds everything. Nice. Okay, come on. Nice, we defended. Oh my freaking god, chat. This strategy is just literally by far... Well, you guys may think that the strategy is not the best eco strategy in my opinion, but the fact that we barely summoned defensive was absolutely insanely crazy. Also, does total transformation works for the task shooter? Let me give it a try. Oh, it does not work. Oh, okay, so the task shooters cannot work against the alchemist of the fidgets for the total transformation. That kind of makes sense though. Oh my god, I don't really think we're not going to somehow defend like a big gigantically up the fortifieds here. So how in the world exactly are we going to manage to somehow defend that all out? I think we need to somehow go for it is to go for the upgrade to the tier 3s for every of the unstable concussion, and then just sure up to go for the upgrade to the total transformation so we could try to activate the ability here. But again, for the next couple of rounds, he's going to try to send me with some big fortified BT rushes, because I know this guy does have the low lights advantage here. He's down to 97. And yeah, there's not enough that this guy could do, just able to force me to send me with some type of rushes. So I'm not too sure if he's gonna try to send me like a big fortified BDs along with the strategy. So this is gonna be a pretty hefty, tricky part. So he's been saving more money, trying to able to send like a bunch of infinite fortified BDs. And it's already around 37, so I don't have everything set up just to prepare ourselves, since I know I need to somehow do the defense like a big nasty of the all out. Well, we want to somehow go for it is to go for the transformative tonic spams, which I'm not too oddly sure if transformative tonic spam might clean up everything though. But I don't think we're not going to somehow defend like a big nasty of the big rushes. So I don't know, man. Okay, fortified BADs. Send me another one. Okay, send me like a bunch of fortifieds. Okay, we'll send a few more back to him though. And let's see if this guy might defend it or whatever, because I'm gonna try to time this so we don't want to somehow mess things up here. Okay, I don't think I have enough money. Crap. Okay. Tower boost, homeland, Gwendolyn ability. Use the total transformation. Come on, man. I know this defense. Come on, bro. Yes, sir! Oh my god! No freaking way we barely shredded that all-out fortified BETs with this tower combination. Like, this was one of the oldest strategy. You guys remember this older strategy like back then. Well, you guys may think it's not the best eco strategy with along with the alchemist, but yo, this strategy, in my opinion, it's gotta be one of the strongest. Like, holy macaroni, man. But yeah, the fact that we barely somehow defend like a big nasty of the fortified BEDs is we have to somehow activate everything with along with the Gwendolyn, use the ability from the total transformation, home of defense, and we even have the perma brew, so we could try that perma brew buff all of my task shooters to defend everything in the game, which is absolutely insanely crazy. Alright, so we're in a sandbox, and we're gonna try to send myself a $1 million of the fortified BT rushes on round 39 or round 38. We could try to do on round 39 to testing Zal. So we're going to set this on round 39. And let's try to send like a bunch of all-out fortified BETs here and see of how powerful is the Tag Village and Alchemist really is though. And I believe we have level 20, right? Where's my Gwendolyn? Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and try to home and defense it. Tower boost. Use everything that we have. I don't think we're not going to summon defend it, but it's a $1 million rush. We have to summon defend that still, but I don't really think we're not going to summon defend it. Like, imagine if we don't defend it along with these combinations. I'm assuming we're probably gonna be so screwed against like a big all-out rushes. Like, imagine this guy sent me like a big gigantically up the all-out. Like, imagine guys, then we're definitely not going to summon defend it for sure, right? Okay, I stopped sending it a bit too aggressively. Oh my god, that shreds everything? Bro, what? Yo, this strategy is just... There's no way this strategy shreds every of the $1 million rush, even with Alon, with the Tag Alchemist, even with the Perm Brew combination, all because of the BMA. That's why. Well, that kind of makes sense because BMA against like a ZOMG rushes, it's probably the best way to use it against like a DT, ZOMGs, along with the home and defense, etc. I didn't realize that Tag Village and Alchemist could shred everything. Like, I sent like a bunch of $1 million rush, and we still annihilate every of the fortified BETs. Like, that is absolutely insanely goated in my opinion. Like, I thought that the strategy might not see the best of all, because I remember back then when the Tasher was currently bugged, like I think it does to really gives +1 per Pyrrhus. And I believe it has to be one of the tag spurs with along with the top path. Like, it's gotta be the most insanely broken of all. But with that, we did get to showcase one of the oldest strategy that the strategy was created since back in the Battles 2 release day. And I'm kind of glad that we barely showcased it for you guys, because I know I really like to showcase some awesome eco strategy, like some old type of OG strat. So we will simultate that for sure for today's content. But that's going to be it for today's video. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you guys have not subbed, don't forget to subscribe and make sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed today's video. And I will see you guys in the next one. And peace everybody.